about miracles that young adults have seen or have experienced themselves. So let's check out what they have to talk about today.
Hey, my name is Elizabeth Poole, and I've been at Mount Olivet my whole life. I'm a part of the Foreign Missions Ministry, the Women's Ministry, and the Young Adult Ministry.
What's up, everyone? My name is Malik Crosswhite, and I've been in church my entire life. I've been specifically at Mount Olivet, though, since August, the second Sunday of August of last year. So in August, it'll be coming up on a year. So I'm still fairly new in membership here. And then I am the leader of the Young Adult Ministry. So, yeah. A testimony or a God moment to me is probably an experience in your life where uncertainty is there, where maybe fear is present, and then you're wearing a lot or maybe something like that, and then out of nowhere something miraculous happens that takes you by surprise, and you try to think of every logical answer possible, but you come to find out that it was nobody but God. So that's what I define a God moment or a testimony as. It's something where you can kind of exit off every single option, and it comes to the fact that this miracle came from nobody but God.
A testimony to me is a story that someone is able to tell when they've been at their lowest point in their life and they've gone through their trials and tribulations, and when God has come in and kind of saved them, picked them up from that moment, they then have a story to tell, and that is their testimony. A God moment to me is when God shows himself to you in those trials and tribulations. It could also be a happy moment, the happy times in life. That's also a God moment.
So my God moment or my testimony that I can personally share, that has been a rough year for me. A lot has happened. I mean, back to back. It started to mess with my mental, definitely mess with my physical state. I was fatigued. I began to do things at the last minute, and I lost all of the willpower in my body to do what it is that I needed to do, whether that was school, work, business, whatever. I was just in a low spot, low place. Didn't think it would reverse. I felt stuck and uneasy every single day. And I tried doing things, to self-care. They didn't work. But then one day I just woke up and I felt refreshed. And it was actually after a sermon that I preached about being empty, about being in your purpose and still feeling empty. And in that particular sermon, Jesus steps into the situation, gives us instructions that, we have to trust. And then at the end of the day, we were, in that particular sermon, I argued that you would be refilled by following the direction of Jesus, and he can take your life and transform it. And after I got done preaching that message, I woke up in tears, feeling like myself and being able to work again, and started a new position at a new job. And I mean, I'm feeling really, really good. I feel like Malik again. So that was nobody. I mean, absolutely nobody but God.
I recall a testimony / God moment back in 2014, 2015. I got really sick my freshman year of high school, and I later found out that I had lupus. I was in the hospital for about a week, and I had a lot of issues going on, skin issues, organ issues, hair loss, weight loss, and it was a very scary moment in my life, and I didn't quite understand, even when I was diagnosed with lupus, I still didn't quite understand what that meant for me and for my future. And I can just remember the first thing I did after getting out of the hospital was come to church, and I just felt really, really close to God in that moment, and I felt like the future was gonna be okay. The benefit of sharing what I've been through will just allow others to see me and to relate to me and to just know that they're not alone. You know, everyone goes through different things, everyone has their own trials, and to just know that God is always there and you'll make it.
So the benefits of telling your testimony, obviously, is so that someone else can hear it, right? Somebody might be going through the same thing that you have been through, and so hearing how you made it out can be very inspirational to someone. That's obvious. But for me, the reason why I believe telling your testimony is so important is really for you, for your inner circle that saw you go through your hardships and your storms in life. If you keep retelling where God has brought you from or what God has done for you, it reaffirms that you are no longer in that same space, and it shows you kind of like the measuring tape of how far you've come from where you used to be. And so when you retell your stories over and over again, you retell the goodness of God, and then you can also reimagine where it is that you're headed, because now that you're no longer in this space anymore, you have full opportunity to go full steam ahead in the opposite direction. And so I believe that is the benefit of telling your testimony or your God moment or your God story. And I encourage you, the listener, to do that. Tell everyone that you know or tell your close family, but by all means, tell somebody your God moment or your testimony.
I look washed out. It's fine.
What? It's painting. And 3, 2, and first, I need to see this.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too bad.
Oh, and teach them.
I am. I've been yawning this whole time.